Hi guys, it's Shani Baby here. Um, Today I thought I would start something brand new on my channel. I'm gonna start doing some story times. I've been watching these on YouTube and I love hearing people's stories about their life, what they've gone through, and so I thought I'll start today talking about what I have gone through and my whole story and how it's got to me, how it's got me to who I am today. So this story is going to be really, really personal, and I'm sorry, guys, if it's a little long because my story is it's kind of complicated. But I'm gonna go when I was little to where I am now. Okay, so starting from when I was little, my mom and my dad were having a lot of arguments, and a lot of they weren't getting along a lot, and there were a couple moments I was really scared and then there was a moment I remember they had a huge fight, and then they asked me which person you want to go to, which person would you like to be with for the rest of your time, and that was really horrible, and that was just such a bad time, and so then they decided to get a divorce, and then I didn't really handle it that good, so I started having outbursts at school, hitting the teachers, throwing desks, became really violent, and that's how I dealt with my emotion and my struggles with what happened with my parents. And my mom used to always get calls saying, "Come and get your son. He's doing this. He's doing this. He's doing this." It got to the point where I got kicked out of school. I got expelled. Then I got homeschooled, and we had a lot of problem with daycares. There were a lot of there was one daycare that made me clean her furniture. There was another daycare that did drugs. A lot of bad daycares that look good when you go in, but then when my mom came back to pick me up, then she saw all this weird stuff going on. So I got taken out of daycares a lot, and then I was beating up this babysitter that wouldn't let me watch Christina Aguilera's Lady Marmalade when that came out back in the day. I was a big fan of Christina, and because it was really dirty, and so in that way she was right. But I didn't want to take no for an answer, so I got scissors and I was cutting her. I was just really, really weird. And when I look back at that, I said, "What the hell was I thinking?" But back then, I didn't know what was right or what was wrong, so I was just living on the time basically, and definitely has consequences. Because then we found a daycare that really was good, full circle, that treated kids that have problems. And then I went to a behavior school for 4 years, and I had a lot of I met my best friend over there, Miss Almeida. She was the best teacher ever. She really helped me through the issues, and by the time I left there, I was okay. But I found that after I'd gone through those problems, I found that something got inside me, and then I got really, really, really shy, really shy, and I seemed like I couldn't get out of it. I didn't know how to socialize, and I think it was creating a barrier for all these years. I hope that's how you say that word. A fence. I'll just say that all these years up. Then when I went to high school, things got kind of worse. Where the first year was okay. Grade 10 was when things started to collapse. And then I met these two girls that didn't want to be in school, so I started skipping with them, and slowly, and then sooner or later, it became regular. Then I started to not go to school a lot, and then I started to feel really horrible about myself, and then I fell into a deep depression. And there were some moments, I don't know, there were some moments that were really dark. I had a lot of suicidal thoughts, a lot of suicidal dreams, falling off the balcony, cutting myself. It was just a really, really stressful and hard time. I dealt with a lot of anxiety inside myself and who I was. Then I got out of that school. I decided to go to public, and then things got even worse because I just didn't like the schools anymore. And then the depression started to hit a lot more because then I noticed something was happening to me. A couple years ago, I made a video about this. It was called, if you go on my channel, it's called, Am I Bisexual or something? I was asking you guys, because I made that video, I didn't know who I was. Dealing with myself, basically. I didn't know if I was gay, I didn't know if I was straight. I always thought I was straight, all my life. And lately, it seems like I'm looking at both areas. And I've been really, really confused. And I just don't know what happened, and I don't know what to do because I've been really, really having a hard time. And seeing psychiatrists that didn't know what the hell they were doing. And that's just basically the story of my life, basically. And then now I'm in this place right now where I'm going to this adult learning school. This school I am liking because I have cooking class and I have my English class. But I'm still struggling with depression. Some moments are higher than others. And then there's some moments where I get so, like, I don't even want to go out of the house because my mind goes a million miles a minute. So I just, this is a topic I wanted to push upon because I didn't really do a lot of story times on my channel yet, and I love watching these people's story times on YouTube. So I decided to do my own, talking about my life and what I have gone through. And I hope you guys can maybe show some sympathy. Any comments is required. If you guys have something negative to say, that's good. If you guys agree with me or has gone through the same thing, then we can talk about it in the comments. But thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you, guys.